Hi guys, it's Enny aka the Noctrader, your friendly neighborhood swing trader, back again with another video. And today is Thursday the 2nd of May 2019, and I've got a technical analysis report for you where I'll be breaking down some US and UK stocks. Let's get straight into the video. And we're back. You know I'm going to ask you to do next. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that alert button to get alerts on all my latest videos. I have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at the Noctrader on all social media platforms. And if you check the description section below, you'll see a link to my mailing list. If you sign up to my mailing list, you'll get priority access to my free training course that I'm doing for beginner traders. You also get email to your inbox with all of the videos that I get straight into your inbox, and also a breakdown of all the stocks that I trade, the entries and the exits, and why I traded them. Now let's get straight into the video. Now the market's been kind of crazy today. A lot of the patterns that I identified have been broken, so it hasn't been a great day. I'm going to preface this by saying that I exited my position in CRON. Now I know I really made a big song and dance about how CRON was going to go up, but these things happen. It was a small loss, but I'll get onto that later anyway. So I've got 4 UK stocks and 1 US stock. The US stock is CRON, mainly because all the US stocks were just acting a bit crazy and breaking pattern. So let me get straight into it. So the first UK stock I have is British American Tobacco. I've been covering this for some time now, but it's really sticking to its pattern, and I like it, so I'm going to be covering it some more. Here, British American Tobacco. There's not much to change from my previous technical analysis report, but I'm just going to give an update on how it's doing. My analysis of this was based on the fact that, wait, let me delete this quickly. Alright, so my analysis on British American Tobacco. Straight away you can see it's a descending channel pattern. It hit the resistance, and it's been, so this is the 3-hour chart. Let me go to the daily chart. Descending channel pattern, it's hit the resistance and it started making its way down. It's the 180-day simple moving average is acting as a it's basically trailing the resistance line. It's acting as a resistance, and price has been selling off. I expect it to sell off some more all the way down to the support line, but it takes a while to get to the support line based on previous motion. As you can see, from peak to trough it took nearly a month. From peak to trough it took nearly 2 months. So if you were to ride this down to the base, it may take up to 2 months. I don't have time for that. So if you were to enter this trade, which has already started falling already, I'd probably just sell it off at this line here, and you can make a nice little profit of about, right now it's 140 pips, but from when I first called it out, it was nearly at the top, so that would have been nearly 300 pips if you'd made that trade from when I first identified it. But yeah, it's been going as I expected. So British American Tobacco still can make a short position because there's still room for profits. But yeah, that's how it's going so far. My second one is IAG, another short position. I remember I identified this a while back when it was still at the base here. I wanted to short it, but I knew that this wasn't the point that you could short it because I knew it was going to climb up some more. It's a descending channel pattern as well. Again, it's got a middle support and resistance that's hit before, and it stayed true to it as I identified it before, and it hit it, and then it started retracing. The 180-day simple moving average is curving downwards on the daily chart, which shows that price is gonna drop in the long term. And that's exactly what it's been doing. And I knew that price wasn't going to make its way back to the old resistance because of this 180-day simple moving average, and it started to sell off. Right now it's in a position where it would be a great shorting position, and this is something that I might enter as a short position since I've exited my CRON trade. My idea would be to short it down to the old resistance, and then see if I would want to take profits here. You short it here, and then you set my stop loss maybe just at the peak of this last move, which will be at about £5.67. So it'll be 31 pips to the stop loss and about 47 pips to the resistance. So it'll be nearly the 1-to-1 ratio, which isn't the best, but I feel that as price went down, I'd move the stop loss down, and then maybe even move it to here, which would be 550. yeah, so that's what I think about IAG. IAG is looking good to me, and I think it's due a short position. Um, my next one is Lloyd. Lloyd is a trade that I got as a request by one of the subscribers, Fraser, cheers for shouting at Lloyd. I put your the comment on the screen. If any other subscribers put some, actually any subscribers who want me to do analysis on a stock, put it in the comment section below, and I'll try and do at least 1 or 2 by subscribers every video. Cheers, Fraser, for calling this out, and I'll take a look at it now. So Lloyd Bank, ticker symbol LLOY. So I've really got some lines plotted here, so I've looked at it before. On the daily chart, you can see that it's hit resistance. This would have been a great position to short if I had identified this before. But yes, it's making its way down. Based on previous movement, it's been a quite bumpy move, but it's sold off twice before. From here to here, it sold off. It took a month to go down 6 pips. Took a month, 2 months to go down 7 pips. That's a long time. Here it took 15 days to go down 4 pips, so it's made quite a lot of movement in a short amount of time. But look, if you look at the 180-day simple moving average, it's underneath the price and it looks like it's curving up. So I'm a bit what's the word? Cautious, because I think price might break out of the resistance based on the 180-day simple moving average. Potentially though, price could at least come down to this dotted line, as it's done it 1, 2, 3, 4 a couple times before, and it could at least come to this line before making its way and breaking out to the upside. So there might be potential for a shorting, but it's a really cheap stock at the moment. Yeah, so how I'd play this, I wouldn't actually enter it now because it's not a good position, because there's potential for it to retrace. It's retraced up before. I'd wait for it to get to this line maybe, and maybe buy on the upside, but I'd have to just wait for it to get there. So what I'd do is that I'd set an alert on this line and then just see how it plays out. But yeah, that's how I play it right now. But this isn't a great position to enter just because of where it is. You would have wanted to short at the line if we'd seen this opportunity at the time, but we hadn't. And my last UK stock is Kaz. K-A-Z. I should add it to my watch list in some. So Kaz, yeah, this is one that I saw a while back. As you can see, the lines that have been plotted here shows that I've identified this a while back. This line at £5.94 is a pivotal line. See, it used to be a resistance here, and then it was a support here. And I plotted this line here because it could be potentially another support here. It could break through it or it could act like a support. The way I think it's going to act as a support, the reason being that the price, the 180-day simple moving average has gone below the price and now it's curving up. So it looks like price in the long run is going to start climbing again. So this point might be a point at which it will change direction. So what I will do here again is set an alert, but I'll set alert just above this line because you don't want to be in a position where it doesn't hit the line and the alert doesn't get triggered and then you missed it because you didn't see it. So I set it just above the line. What I think is going to happen is that price is going to hit this line and then start climbing back up. And the best position to be would be to enter at that line and set a stop loss just below. So the stop loss will be really tight, so that your risk will be very small, and then the upside could be enormous. To be honest, you don't know where it could go. So that would be, and therefore the risk to reward ratio would be really good. So that would be another position that would be really nice to enter based off of this line here. This line has been very important. So yeah, and then my one and only US stock that I'm breaking down today, because the US market has been really crazy today. Most of the technical analysis is just kind of broken pattern. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, today's CRON. It kind of breaks my heart. I really did a song and dance about how CRON was going to be was going to climb, but alas, it wasn't meant to be. I actually said in my last technical analysis video, if you check the one from I think it was from yesterday, I said it looks like there was a bear flag, and I should have stuck to my TA. I think I had what do you call it? You call it confirmation bias. I was so invested in CRON doing well because I'd made a whole video about how it was going to do well, and it was my May pick that I was blinded to the fact that this was a bear flag. As I said in the last video, I'm saying this is a bear flag. Price came down, made a little channel up, and then it broke down again. Typical bear flag. And I identified it yesterday, so I exited the trade, and I lost £37, but could have been more if I had let it ride all the way down. So, little quote for you: risk management makes, what's the word again? This is my quote, by the way. I made this up. It's on my Instagram. I'll put the picture actually up of that I use on my Instagram. It says, I say risk management can turn fatal blows into I can't even remember the term myself. Risk management can turn fatal blows into paper cuts. So what I mean by that is, if you manage your risk, a loss that could have maybe wiped out your account can be very small, and you can live to kind of fight another day, which is why I use the imagery of an army soldier. Yeah, check out my Instagram, by the way. I've got lots of motivational quotes that are related to trading on there. But that's really relevant to this, because if I had let it ride, I could have lost way more. I would have been a bigger hit to my account. But because I saw a bearish signal, I just exited my trade. You can't be emotionally invested into a trade. You just have to whatever the charts give you is what you have to trade. So I exited it. So I guess I don't want to make the same mistake I made with CRON, where I hold a position into earnings because I believe in it. Right now, this chart is telling me that it looks like it's going to break this support line and potentially carry on selling off. Yeah, the MACD, the RSI is all telling me this. So as far as I'm concerned, CRON's not a buy right now, and I have to just retrace what I've said about CRON on my pick of the month video, as much as it hurts me to say this. But all the technicals are right. Sometimes you get all the analysis right, but the market does what it wants to do, and at the end of the day, the market does what it wants to do. You can only just do your analysis and hope for the best, and just keep checking on it. And right now, all the technicals right, but it just sold off, so I've exited that position, lost £37. I move on. Yeah, so those are the 5 stocks for this week. Not this week, for today. Thursday, 2nd of May 2019. Noctrader signing out.